Hi, everyone, and welcome into Joshing Around Milwaukee. As always, my name is Josh Albrecht, and with me is...
Hey, it's Josh Albrecht.
That's right, Josh Albrecht and Josh Albrecht, and we are here to talk about all the wonderful things happening in our city of Milwaukee, and we're very, very excited to welcome on our guests today, John Ridley and Lory Bowman, and they're going to talk to us about Dance Fest coming up. Thank you so much for being here, you two.
Well, our pleasure.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. Thanks.
So, Lory, you are the Director of Marketing for the Milwaukee Marcus Performing Arts Center. And, John, you are the owner of No Studios. You also have a pretty impressive resume. Do you mind sharing a little bit?
I was going to say, you're like totally burying the lead here.
There's a lot going on. I'm going to let him take it, you know.
I'm probably the worst person for self-aggrandizement. You know what? My resume is I was born and raised in Wisconsin. I'm the son of Dr. John Ridley and Terry Ridley, who was a teacher and an educator here in Wisconsin for a long time. I'm lucky that they're both still, above on the right side of the concrete, as I like to say. And it's just nice to be home. So, yeah, there's other stuff. But honestly, I'm just when you come to Wisconsin, people are so genuine. And I say there's all kinds of friendly. I've been lucky. I've been all over the world. There's Texas friendly, there's Tokyo friendly, but the Wisconsin friendly is special. And I'm just a dude who's hanging out, enjoying the summer here in Wisconsin.
Love it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I gave it a shot. All right. The humble, he's too humble.
By the way, he won an Oscar.
Yeah. So he's
just there's a statue on the mantle.
Screenwriter, television director, novelist, known for 12 Years a Slave, in which you won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay, and also the creator and showrunner of the series American Crime. But he's just enjoying his time here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's that Midwest
My
nice.
cheese curds
Yeah, right.
tastes like your cheese curds. Nothing changes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
As you've traveled the world, have you often been like, "Where's the cheese curds?" Like, I grew up in Wisconsin.
You go anywhere outside of Wisconsin, you say, "Where are the cheese curds?" And people just their eyes sort of glaze over.
They'll run you out.
That's right.
They have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little specific.
Yeah.
Don't ask where the bubbler is.
The bubbler, and what do we have? Pop or soda? I've been gone so long, I don't remember, but I think ours is pop. Is it?
I'm soda.
Soda.
Your soda?
Soda.
Yeah, I'm
Soda.
pop.
Yeah.
Pop? All right.
Yeah.
So,
That's
because I grew up in Illinois.
Grew up in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the dividing line.
I used to always say, "Pop, I don't drink my dad. Why would I?" No, I drink a soda. Drink a can of soda.
Love it. But we're here to talk about
Yes.
a cool event coming up
Yes.
that No Studios has been a part of for how many years now have you been doing it? I know it's been at Marcus Center for a few.
This is our fourth year. This is our second year at the Marcus Center. And let me just say, first off, that having our home now at the Marcus Center is spectacular. We were so happy the first couple of years we went out in the community, but to have community, period, full stop. It was great to be out in the community. However, for something like Dance Fest, where we are truly bringing some of the best dance companies from around the country together, I don't think there's any better venue than the Marcus Center, both in terms of where it's located, to be outside at the Peck Pavilion at the end of summer. Last year, it was just a gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful evening outside. This year, it's going to be a wonderful, beautiful day of activities at the Marcus Center. We're so thankful to have them as partners.
We are honored.
Not just for the performance, but these folks know how to put on a show. And when you can go somewhere and it's plug and play, everyone there is a professional, from the volunteers who are there all day, just helping and serving because they're wonderful people from Wisconsin, to all of the professionals who are there in terms of just putting on the show, the infrastructure, the ticket sales, welcoming people, getting folks seated. It's just an amazing location. And if you haven't had a reason to go down there before, you certainly have a reason on August 2nd to join us for Dance Fest.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, kind of right off the bat, how the idea for Dance Fest came to be.
I as you graciously said, I've spent my life around the arts, right? And for me, particularly back in the day, it was all about the communal experience. Obviously, now people can entertain themselves in all kinds of ways just sitting at home, and that's fine. Entertainment, joy is wonderful. But bringing people together, sitting together, seeing art, particularly dance, which to me has everything. It's artistic, it's creative, it's athletic, it's expressive. It can be about almost anything. It can be cultural, it can be ethnic. To me, that's a reason to get together with people. And I think all of us, while there's very little that we seem to be able to agree on in this day and age, I think joy, I think coming together, I think being agnostic in the things that we find beautiful, that never goes out of style. So again, to be able to bring these dance companies to try to create a destination event here in Wisconsin. I grew up here. As I said, I know all the things that I love about Wisconsin, but getting people to come here. You know, as you say, you grew up in Illinois. People think of the Midwest. Sometimes they think of Chicago and Minneapolis. They don't even think of Wisconsin or Milwaukee or all the wonderful, quirky, beautiful things that we have to offer here, particularly in Milwaukee, which is just such a cool, hip city for all the Gen Zers, and they like things that are a little bit retro, a little bit old school. You know, Milwaukee has that old school charm, but at the same time has a freshness and a great vibe. So to me, I want to help create a destination event. And then when you join with folks like the Marcus Center, and they're like, sometimes when you do something and it's in your head, people are like, well, I don't quite get it. And well, maybe in a couple of years when it's a big event, we'd love to be part of it. Again, for the Marcus Center to look at what we're doing and say, we want to, buy low, sell high, not that they're ever going to sell, but that concept of they can see why Dance Fest is a beautiful, important event for Wisconsin. Again, could not have better partners. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it again this year. But I'm really excited. And Lory, you've worked closely with Visit Milwaukee on celebrating the theater districts,
Absolutely.
and obviously the Performing Arts Center is one of the biggest parts of the theater district. Having this in Milwaukee's theater district is really special to me.
Yeah, thank you. And just to play off of what John said, we really see the Marcus Center as being an incubator. I mean, we have our own shows that we present, but there are a lot of people in Milwaukee that have never walked through the doors. And we, in our hearts and in everything that we breathe and do, we say we are a gathering place for all. And then we get a partner like John and No Studios, and they bring together these dance companies. What an honor for Milwaukee that these companies are choosing Milwaukee to come to. And the great thing is they get there and they see this location right on the riverfront, and they're like, we get to perform here. It's awesome. Yeah. And we couldn't be more thrilled. It's a fantastic day. And you hit the nail on the head. People need joy right now, and they need beauty. And dance has always been one of my favorites because it is incorporating everything. It is the visuals. It is the athleticism. It's the music. And, just seeing people come together and express something with their bodies on a stage, what else could you ask for?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I know there's a ton of details you talked about, all of these different dance companies that are going to be a part of this. We're going to get those details when we come back on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Joshing Around Milwaukee. We are having an awesome time with John Ridley and Lory Bowman. We're talking about Dance Fest. It's been a lot of fun so far. Letting you know that you can have a lot of fun this July at Potawatomi. Head to Potawatomi for their Fire Up Your Fantasy Motorcycle giveaway. More info online, must be 21 and a rewards member to play. So we were talking about Dance Fest and just how lucky we are in the city of Milwaukee to be able to have this event be here and having these companies come in. Tell people a little bit more about these dance companies and what specifically people can expect to experience at Dance Fest.
I'll start, but John, please jump in. I mean, we have Ailey too. They have Ailey too. And, this is a wonderful, the younger company of Alvin Ailey Dance Company. Alvin Ailey will be part of our main season, so it is so wonderful as an intro that we have Ailey too as part of Dance Fest. And all of this is on August 2nd, Saturday, August 2nd. So that's representing New York. And then we have Water Street Dance, our own Milwaukee company. And they have been so involved. And it's really about, they really celebrate the diversity of art. And I think there's a lot of pride of being the Milwaukee company representing here. Madison Ballet, another Wisconsin company.
Who are, and by the way, all these companies are great. We saw Madison was here last year and are amazing. Just a great blend of classical style, but with some modernity to it. Loved them. Again, love all these companies, but Madison Ballet, You know?
Yeah.
One that I've seen on the list that I'm extremely excited about is the House of, is it JIT?
Yes.
House of JIT from Detroit.
Everybody's talking about them. They are
I looked them up on
spectacular.
Detroit.
Yeah, street dance,
Yes.
like just that flavor is going to be wild.
And can I say, one of the things, look, I think sometimes with arts like this, particularly dance, younger people think, oh, yeah, if it's dance and it's at the Marcus Center, that's for older folks, that's for adults, which is true to a degree. Dance Fest is for everybody.
Yeah.
But we really want people to understand, when dance is for everybody, it's for everybody. If you're 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 or like my parents, 90, you can come and enjoy House of JIT because they are going to be just off the hook. But also, if you're a younger person, like I said, Madison Ballet, you are going to enjoy what they're all about. Of course, Ailey and Ailey too, you're going to love what they're about. That's one of the things that we want to say is that when people come together, we want everybody to come together. And that's really important for people to understand that Dance Fest really has something for everybody.
And I love that. Being it for those locals here in Milwaukee or throughout Wisconsin, listeners who are coming to the city, you're seeing these companies from all over the country, Detroit and New York and Missouri and then just down the road in Madison, but they're all coming to one spot to entertain us and to show us their skills. And that's such a unique experience.
A smorgasbord.
Great word.
Dance.
Yes.
Very Wisconsin word. And the other thing I want to say, one of our partners as well is the Joyce Theater in New York, which in New York, that is really the home for dance. I mean, they do dance performances with companies from around the world pretty much 52 weeks a year. So for them to look at what we're doing, and also a dance theater that is outside of Wisconsin, to say, hey, these folks, what they're doing, they're supporting dance, they're supporting creativity, they're creating a destination event, to have them involved. Danny G., who is the creative director, the artistic director there at the Joyce, is going to be here. She's actually going to be involved in a discussion with women, female creatives here in Wisconsin. Also be talking, she's going to conduct a conversation with the artistic directors. That's the other thing, is when we're part of this show, we don't just want it to be a show. Like I said, I'm from Wisconsin, and I mean this. Almost every single good thing in my life is a result of being from Wisconsin. That's just a fact. So it's not just putting on a show, it's engaging the community. It's giving back to the community. It's trying to make sure that we have an event that represents all of the community of southeastern Wisconsin. We're so thankful that the Joyce Theater, again, a theater out of New York, they could be like, Wisconsin, who cares? No, they're really invested because we're invested. And again, for the Marcus Center to look at this and say, we want this to be a destination event year in and year out, it means the world. It really means the world that folks are invested locally.
And what a thrill for the companies, because then they can work alongside these other companies that they might not have exposure to. And at Marcus Center, we're all about learning and education as well. So when you think about young people coming to see this and to be able to have that exposure, and, there's a lot of things that will be happening on the grounds that are free and that people can participate in. And then there's ticket sales also for the seated portion of the performances, but, specifically keeping prices low for that. The price that people pay is actually less than they would for any one of these companies if they were just going to a performance. So that is really important. And it's that collaboration that makes that work. And I just want to give some love to the other companies too, because we missed a couple. So we have Merrick from Columbia, Missouri. And even though I'm from Wisconsin, I spent about 30 years in St. Louis, and my daughter went to school in Columbia.
Which is great. You want to talk about a place that's almost Wisconsin friendly? I can't say enough about Columbia, Missouri. I really can't. It's a wonderful
and it's
city.
Small, big college town, Mizzou. But classical ballet, and they have a contemporary flair too. So they that blends well with the other companies. And then two companies from Chicago. So Visceral Dance, again, contemporary. And the line I see here is, pushing boundaries through powerful choreography. And I mean, really, that is dance in a nutshell. And I love it. I love companies that are just, on the edge and trying new things. And then Mad Rhythms, also from Chicago. And a premier tap company. So,
this is the one I'm assuming John's on stage for.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's.
Do you have a special outfit picked out yet?
Listen, whatever I can do, however I've been able to earn a living and feed my family, I'm sticking with that. Trust me. Anything else? Yeah,
He's teaching
my
everyone. He'll be there. He'll be. Yeah.
I'll be there to learn. I'll be there for
We'll
the
be
yoga
dancing on the
early on.
sidelines,
Yes,
just,
I
you
will.
know,
I was
kind
going
of
to say if any of the dancers happen, to come up with injury, day of, sickness, illness,
Yeah.
two
Let
Joshes
us
right
know.
here. Let us
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll throw up the bat signal,
Yep.
and we will
We'll
come.
be there.
You have
Hop on. No
All right.
experience.
No experience.
Just
Zero.
please remember
He
to
is an Eagle
stretch.
Scout, though.
Yeah, we'll
Close
figure it
enough.
out. We'll figure it out. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Remember
Close
to
enough.
stretch. That's all I have to say.
Stretching.
Please.
Stretching,
Please.
yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Do this one.
We did try to do.
Especially
We,
the legs. Get
we
the
did.
legs
Yeah,
warmed
exactly.
up.
We tried to play baseball once with the Milwaukee Milkmen minor league team. It did
Yeah.
not go well.
No.
So maybe this
is the
maybe
calling.
this is the calling.
I did want to say too, though. I think this is a very great opportunity for families too. If you if you have young kids that you might be thinking this isn't just like, well, I don't know, maybe we'd want to get them into ballet or so. Just take them, see if they get inspired by any of the smorgasbord, as you said, Lory, of different companies and styles and everything that's going to be a part of it. It's a great opportunity for one day to get all of that knowledge
immerse
and
yourself
just-
in all the different
exactly.
art forms. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
wonderful.
We know how Wisconsin people love outdoors, and we love our summers. And we purposefully put a lot of money into our outdoor grounds and have really established that. And right now we have Rainbow Summer running. And last night, even with the rain, we had Summer of Soul, and people were coming out, and we just kept seeing more and more people coming because they just want to be outdoors. They want to be in that environment. And as far as kids, I mean, we have those grounds, and kids are running around, they're playing. Yeah. It's just a great atmosphere. So it's not that sit down, be quiet, come to this performance. There's all this other stuff going on too. And you mentioned yoga. I mean, the activations that they're all coming up with to fill out that day are awesome.
Yeah, I think you really said it correctly, is that we want family, we want people to be joyous. It's not that kind of thing where, hey, kids, don't say anything, just, be respectful. Obviously, we want people to be respectful, but dance is joy, Music is joy. It's one of those things you can't help but release. And that's the other nice thing about being outside is you don't have to worry about what kids are running into people or maybe they're going to trip on the stairs or whatever. It's have fun. It's such a beautiful space. And it is true that, Milwaukee, as diverse as it is, as friendly as it is, the reality is sometimes like any other city, sometimes folks don't feel comfortable or welcome in other parts of town. We want to get rid of that concept. Mm-hmm. Folks, if you want to come out and have a great time, if you just want to be with like-minded folks, you're about joy, you're about athleticism, you're about a wonderful evening, Dance Fest is for you. The Peck Pavilion is where you need to be.
And we are going to tell you how you can be a part and enjoy Dance Fest when we come back on Joshing Around Milwaukee. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Joshing Around Milwaukee. We're having a great time with John Ridley and Lory Bowman talking about Dance Fest. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and just explaining everything that this is going to be. Now, how can people be a part of it? It's Saturday, August 2nd, starting at 11 a.m. How can people learn more and get tickets?
Well, thank you. They can get tickets at marcuscenter.org. They'll see, they go to the Get Tickets link, see the event. There's a price for seating in the bowl, which is Peck Pavilion, but all these other activations, they can just come on out and be a part of it. We will also be selling tickets at the door that day, but always nice to, because this is a seated event, to get tickets early and make your selections. And again, it's marcuscenter.org, or they can call our box office. We have a link on our site also that goes back to No Studios to learn everything that's happening, because there is so much. Tickets are on sale now and already starting to go, and will start to really go fast as we get closer to that date. So, if they have questions, they can check us out at the Marcus Center, and we'll be happy to help them.
So it starts at 11 a.m., free activities, very sort of family exploratory performance throughout the day, and then the ticketed portion in the evening.
So we have yoga, we have younger people, we have young performances that focus on young folks. We have some local companies that are performing during the day. Yes, so all day long, it's free activities. Mm-hmm. Come by, enjoy yourself. In the evening, as mentioned, when we get to our adult dance companies, Ailey 2, House of Jit, Madison Ballet, all of those companies, it is a ticketed performance at that point. Yes.
And that's at 7:30.
Okay.
Sounds like a absolutely wonderful day. And before we finish up, I just want to also say, John, what you've done with No Studios and making that a little cultural hub in downtown adjacent in the Brewery District area of downtown Milwaukee is a great gift that you've given to the city as well. And it's an extremely cool, active space for, I don't even know, you describe it. It's like entrepreneurs,
look,
artists.
Art, I could go on and on. I know we're running out of time, but look, art has meant so much to me in my life. And, this is as political as I'm going to get right now is, art is under attack right now for all kinds of reasons. We need to support it. Kids do better when they're involved in arts. We do better as people when we come together and share our experiences and share our uniqueness in art. And for me, like I said, I've been all over the world, but I meant it. Wisconsin has given me the best in my life. It has taught me how to be I hope, a more humble person, a more gracious person. So I don't feel like it's giving back. It's doing for Wisconsin what Wisconsin has done for me.
Well, you're a blessing to Wisconsin.
Well, I'm going to say this very quickly. If I'm a blessing, it's only because my parents have blessed me.
Yeah.
And my parents, although they're from Indiana, which is also a great state, they really got started in their lives here in Wisconsin. So again, whether it's giving back or just giving, I think all of us, or a lot of us, or let me just say at least me, can look at my life, look at what I've been given, and it's no stress to do the same for others, and genuinely. And that's coming from my parents. That's not humble brag. That's not nothing. That's just what I've learned in life.
Very cool.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you, both of you, so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we can't wait to dance with you all on August 2nd.
Please. Thank you. Come on out.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of Joshing Around Milwaukee. For more information, go to visitmilwaukee.org. We'll see you next week. Thanks for sticking with us here on Joshing Around Milwaukee. If you're seeing this segment, it's because you are watching or listening on one of these social media channels for Visit Milwaukee, and we truly do appreciate that. We're having a great time here with John and Lory. And guys, this is, time's up. As I just said, this is it. This is when you got to answer the hard questions. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, we always promise no hard-hitting questions on the show, but this is the big one. No. So, at Visit Milwaukee, we love to talk about all the amazing, cool things happening in the city. And particularly right now, we like to say the city has fresh city vibes. And what we mean by that is just a lot of cool stuff happening, right? So what's giving you fresh city vibes right now?
This is a bit of a dodge. Well, one, I'm just going to say, because I'm self-promoting, No Studios always give me a fresh city vibe. So please go to our website, nostudios.com. But this is where it's a little bit of a dodge. What I love when I come to Wisconsin, my dad, who is 90, he loves to he goes for like 3-mile walks every day, every day. So when I'm back, what I love to do is to go for a walk with my dad. It's wonderful time. It helps me to reflect. I get to walk around the neighborhood. Folks are always waving. Everybody knows my dad. They know this guy who's out walking, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So I know that doesn't quite count for all the cool, wonderful stuff that's going on here in downtown or around the lakefront and all of that. I will also say Peck Pavilion, Marcus Center, check that out. That always gives me wonderful vibes. But walking with my dad, that takes the cake.
No, I think that's a perfect answer.
Yeah. Very good. Lory?
Well, boy, it's hard to top that. But I feel some similarities there. I'm an outdoor girl, so summers in Wisconsin, right? And I love walking. I live downtown. I walk everywhere if I can. I love my car. I drive a little Mini and love to be sassy in that car. But if I can walk somewhere, I will do it. And I live not far from the lakefront, so I am always going down to the beach. And I also live right by Cathedral Square Park, and my living room and my bedroom look right down on the park. And I just see people walking around and being happy. Yeah. And it's just being able to see the water and see the good people. There's a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
And it's a tribute to Visit Milwaukee and all the things that, like I was walking around last night, I'm like, where are all these people coming from? I could tell there was just a lot of visitors in town. Mm-hmm. And, it's just, there's always an influx, and I'm proud to talk about my city.
Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, that's both amazing answers. Yeah, looking on Cathedral Square, you get to see the seasons change and the festivals change right there on your front door, and plenty of places for both of you to walk in the city with friends and family. So it's a wonderful answer. And I'd have to say no studios right now. I've been there several times for community meetings, and there's been some small conferences held there over the last few years, and it's just a great inviting space. And the rooftop is amazing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful space. I have to give a shout out to our partners, Chris Abley and Steve Meck, who helped us establish it. But again, the way that we've been embraced in Wisconsin, the way that folks really just appreciate what we're trying to do. And even, we're agnostic politically, but we think it's really important for the folks who are going to represent us to come out and really speak to their constituents. So we're very proud of that as well. But again, those are the kinds of things you can only do when you have partners, when you have people who want to help, and people see the value in really trying to connect and share. Our motto truly is socialize with purpose. We want people to come together. Sometimes the purpose is just to have a good time, enjoy yourself, have a smile. Again, that's so valuable in the world that we live in. But we also want to really make a difference and not push those differences on people, but find those moments of commonality, those points where we intersect as individuals, really, as community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much to both of you for being here. Can't wait for August 2nd again. It's going to be a blast with Dance Fest, and yeah, we appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you for sticking around and watching this episode of Joshing Around Milwaukee. We've been doing this for 3 seasons, and so if this is the first time that you've been seeing it, plenty of episodes that'll probably just autoplay if you just let them. Otherwise, as always, you can get more information at visitmilwaukee.org. We'll see you next time.